Since we last recorded, two notable moves for the Mets in hiring Kris Gross to be their VP of scouting, somebody that comes with a big time resume from the Astros, and Andy Green, who was the Cubs bench coach. The Cubs wanted to keep him in the organization, a couple various roles that were on the table for him. He ends up leaving the organization as well and comes to the Mets to run player development. So two pretty significant hires, Joe, for the Mets, and most notably for David Stearns.
Definitely two significant hires. First, we'll start with Kris Gross coming over as the VP of amateur scouting. He spent the last 11 years with the Astros, with the last 5 of those being as the scouting director. And he comes over, and the way the Mets had things positioned was pretty uncommon in the game. There's not many teams that have it this way, where there was one head over both domestic and international scouting. Those are really two full-time jobs itself. So putting it all on one person is probably not the most efficient way to do things. Bringing in someone with the qualities of Kris Gross and being able to separate domestic and international, I think, is huge for the Mets. And talking to people throughout the league about what Kris Gross is all about, they say he's an incredibly bright scouting mind. He comes from an old school scouting mindset, but he's obviously embraced the analytical mindset that the Astros are at the forefront of, and combining that in the scouting world makes him a perfect fit for the Mets organization right now for a big 2024 draft that here in the next couple of weeks, as the winter meetings approach, we're going to be hoping that the draft lottery balls are in the Mets' favor, and maybe he's picking number 1 overall, but hopefully, certainly he's picking top 6, and that way the first pick doesn't drop 10 spots.
Yeah, so significant moves for the Mets here. Obviously getting a new face to run player development, I'm sure, was also at the top for Stearns here, and with not just the external hires, right? Because those are hires they went outside, especially Gross, which was I'm sure in the industry was pretty shocking to a lot of people. Just when you look at how long he was with the Astros and the amount of success he had for a organization that has drafted well while he's been there.